Uppy, uppy, uppy. It's one funny morning. I'm Dana Blizzard, and it's too early in the morning. This is the dumbest show in the whole world.
From Monday
to Friday. Sometimes on Saturdays.
Why would you say that in front of all these people?
Dean stinks.
You never know what's gonna happen.
That's your Dateline voice?
I don't know.
It wasn't good.
It wasn't.
It's not a chicken leg. This is a chicken leg.
Look at that manhole cover on my face.
Not a bad rendition of me. Hold on.
We know your brother. We'll give you a ride to school or whatever.
That's called
our small
murder
town.
in New Jersey.
He was a lot
Like with
with his everything.
Oh,
What's outside your Puerta de Clima?
that's Stellan! Yeah!
Good morning, OFMers. It's Junian from Illinois, on location in Albuquerque, New Mexico for the world's largest hot air balloon fest. So I wanted to do this for Dina so that she could see what it was going on and see what it's all about. And so I've been here just watching all these different balloons go up. It's pretty cool. Definitely something to see, but I'll tell you, getting here to do it, I don't know. It was crazy to get here. And I sat in an Uber for an hour and a half and then walked a mile and a half to get here because it was just crazy. So anyway, this is the fest. Watching all the balloons go up. One coming. Can't see where a good view would be for you to see all of them out there. But anyway, just wanted to share with you guys. Oh, let me see if I can turn around. So over here, see if you guys can, I'll make it, try and go fast. We got oh, I'm walking and somebody's getting ready to put their balloon up. Okay, can you guys, where's it at? There it is. See the clown? All right, anyway, welcome to the morning show with our host, Dina Blizzard.
Wow, that was so awesome. Oh my gosh, Julian, I know, it's so beautiful. I'm mesmerized. Hold on, I forgot to put TikTok on. That was so great. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. That was Julian live at one of my favorite places to be ever that I've never been. I know, it's so pretty. Wow. So you was that in New Mexico, right? The biggest hot air balloon festival ever. So pretty. What a great way to start the day. Oh, good morning. Look who decided to show up for work. She said, girl, shut up. What'd you do last night? This is the part of the show where we're supposed to just talk at the top of the show and you just tell everybody like what you're up to. Oh my gosh, last night, if you are not part of a boxer Facebook page, you should be. It's hilarious. So I follow a couple of like boxer pages on Facebook. Fine. Last night I'm scrolling through my Facebook feed and I see a picture of Lulu. Dressed up in outfits. And I'm about to say, Brooke, when did you dress Lulu up in this outfit? When I realize it's not Lulu, that it's just another dog on the boxer page that literally looks exactly like Lulu. And I was like, Lulu, you have a doppelganger. Like her same face. Like if I saw her next to this dog, I'd be like, I don't know which one of you is Lulu. Lulu knows. I could tell by her attitude. But I've never seen a dog look more like her. A lot of people think that her and Ruby look alike. I don't think they look alike at all. Lulu is like she's like a hard, big head. Mm-hmm. But Ruby has like a different jawline completely, and she's got the white on her face. Mm-hmm. But it was so funny. I was like, I don't know how I would talk to this person, this dog. I'd be like, you, Lulu, you in there? Like I wouldn't know. Girl, you in there? Lulu Pecorino? You like the cheese? I wouldn't know. I'm just being honest. So it was I wonder if that's the same way that my dogs feel when they meet my sister. It seems like my dogs think Nicole and I are the same person. I love to follow Canine Convoy on Facebook and TikTok. Is it good? Mm-hmm. It was just so funny. Anyway. Anyhow. Mm-hmm. I know. I'm sorry. I think I'm starving. All right, then I'll look it up. She has a mini Bex, and she picks up dogs for playtime. Why would you tell me this? Why would you even tell me that this is on the table? Are you telling me for the small cost of a bus that's good enough for dogs to drive in, I could start a doggy daycare in my yard, and people would pay me to pick their dogs up every day? Okay. Bring them here and let them play? Mm-hmm. I don't think so either, Jessica. But apparently my dogs are like, oh look at my pantry. My dogs are like, you guys are the same person. I imagine much the same way that I see, I could finally pay all of Colby's vet bills and he'll live forever. Forever. Do you ever look at your dogs and hold one dog, the smartest dog, responsible for the dumbest dog? That's a very oddly specific question. But today I let all 3 dogs out. She's obviously the smartest. Well, it's tough. There's there's street smart. Then there's squirrel smart, right? There's lots of different smart. Lulu is, I could kill you smart. I'm going to eat the squirrel smart. I could protect you. Colby's like, I know where the sun is located smart. Like that. Not that smart. Anyway, he has like 3 legs left, 2 toes, whatever. Well, I let them out this morning. And I have a fenced yard, but like when they go around the corner, I can't find them. So when 2 of the 3 come in, Ruby is oblivious. So I said, I had a full conversation with Lulu. And I was like, where's your brother? She was like, I was like, do you want to go get him? Because I'm not going out. I have pants on. Neither of us had pants on, but I just thought for her it was usual. And we had a whole conversation. I was like, please go get your brother. Like, I love holding one dog responsible for the other dogs. Just like you do with children. Where's your brother? I'd say to Dean all the time, where are your sisters? That's your job. You're the older brother. Find them. Mm-hmm. Veronica, 57 sounds amazing. Looking forward to it. Yeah, I always ask my dog. Mm-hmm. Wendy, I have full conversations, like uncomfortably long conversations with these dogs. And I'm positive if anyone heard how in depth the conversations got, some people would be concerned. I think I spend entirely too much time by myself. There's that. I always talk to my dog, right, Mary? And then your dog obviously has a voice and they answer you back. I tell the smart one when I leave the house, he's in charge. I couldn't find my cat the other day. Kept asking her sister where she was. Where's your sister? Where'd she go? I wonder if dogs have any idea how much pressure we put on them. I'd be like, who did this? Was this you? Yeah. I trained my border collie to open the back door so she could let my beagle in so I didn't have to get up. Sometimes my dog starts the conversation first. You're not wrong. They'll come up like that. Like, what? I'm in the middle of something. I miss conversations with my dogs. He was the best listener. My dog uses the talking buttons to communicate. Diane, are those even real? Come on now. Listen, Diane, let's talk about it. I see videos all the time of people buying these dogs, these buttons, and then they line them up and the dogs start making sentences. But are they? You could put in there, I want, and then pick any other button, and Lulu will want whatever button that is. And she'll be excited no matter what you get. It could say, I want steak. You could give her a biscuit. She'd be like, thank you. They should never have a steak button, not in my house. What about Bunny with the buttons is amazing. There's a bunny that does it? I can't. Do cats use the button? I can't. Yeah, I told him he's my best friend. We reminisce about how I found him at the pound. Got my sister to tell me he tells them that he wants to treat and to go out. Alejandra, that can't be right. I refuse to believe the dog that calls his owner a bitch with those buttons. No, Bunny is a dog. Bunny is a dog. She's so smart and she curses out her owner. Listen, if I could have buttons that were all curse words, I'd be like, yeah. This right here is awesome. Like just, there'd be a curse word like mixed in on most of it. There's a dog that uses the toilet. I can totally be making up these numbers. Yeah, I don't want them to have her to have buttons. I like the voices I've chosen for my dog. Hey, Jim Rat. Bunny doesn't curse? Well, that's a shame. Listen, have you seen the parrots that curse? Somebody taught the parrots curses. And there's a zoo where you can go and parrots just curse you out. No. Tina, no. Yeah. What? Oh, here comes Mary. My dog had 10 different toys. We hide them all over the house and tell her, go get the elephant, etc. And she'd go right to that specific toy and bring it back. People train iguanas to use the toilet. What is happening? What is happening? Half the time Dean can't hit the toilet and you're telling me there's an iguana that's doing it better? Is that what you're saying? They have different personality. Of course they do, Michelle. She was hilarious. Mom didn't feed her on. She'd use the mad button. The cat was so smart. My girlfriend has an all-American African bird that curses all the time, has a 500-word vocabulary, tells the husband when he walks through the door, Sherry's talking about you. Sherry's talking about Steve trouble. Steve is in trouble. I'm trying to teach my cats to use the toilet. I want to stop using it. Alejandra, you're talking straight crazy. Listen to me. Listen to me. If there's a cat using a toilet, we're going to call that a 1 in a million cat. That is not normal. It's like what was it? The teenage witch. She had a cat that talked. 1 in a million cat. That's not real. That's a TV show. I don't know why you guys are acting like I'm going to teach the cat. You are not going to teach the cat. Listen, I love you, but your cat's not going to use the toilet. And as your friend, I need to say that. And you're like, Dina, she's gonna. No, she's not. No, she's not. There's going to be a day where you can't use the toilet anymore. And you're telling me your cat's gonna? Stop it. Stop it. Somebody needs to straighten this out. Uh-huh. Mm-mm. I don't know. My dog will ring a door to go outside. That is true. But does he know the word door? Does he know that this button says door? I can't. I don't get it. I'm gonna get it now. I now have to buy the buttons. Mm-hmm. I'm buying buttons. I'm gonna do it. Mm-hmm. My cat fights me for the toilet. Alexia, how much of a fight can you have with a cat over a toilet? I'm gonna need a recording of you fighting with a cat over. How's that work? Get out of here. She's like, you get. Is she talking? She got buttons. I can't. I can't. This is too much. Mm-mm. It's easy to teach cats to use the toilet. Jenny, how are you going to walk into a room and make a statement like that? Right above you, Tracy Lynn just said, how do you train a cat to use a toilet? Jenny comes in. It's easy to teach a cat to use a toilet. You know what? This is the kind of break room I want to be in. If I was a teacher, you should go ahead and, because Tracy and Jenny are about to go fisticuffs over this cat in a toilet. I'll be like, let me get my lunch and I'll sit down. Watch this go down. It's crazy. It is not easy to teach a cat anything. I've met cats. Mm-mm. No. Mm-mm. My aunt taught her cat to use a toilet. Mm-mm. They sell kits for training your cat to use a toilet. Mm-mm. My friend taught her dog to use a litter box. My cat used the toilet this morning. Kyle, you are lying. You're all lying. You're just straight liars. You start by putting the litter on the toilet. Alejandra, does your cat pee in a toilet? She's like, no, but I have litter everywhere. Mm-mm. My dad had a dog he took to his barbershop. He told her to run home a block away to fetch its cigarettes, and she'd always bring them back. Mm-hmm. Could barely get my human kids to use the toilet. I've seen a cat use a toilet and a dog on Instagram. Wait, the dog used Instagram or the dog was on Instagram using a toilet? Mm-mm. Jamie, it's a thing. You caught us on a great day where we're talking about, can you really let a cat pee on a toilet? No, it's just peanut butter and jelly on toast. My neighbor has a cat that uses the toilet and flushes it. You know what, Sherry? We didn't even get to flush in the toilet. How are you going to get him to flush a toilet? This is the craziest conversation I've ever had. And he does his own laundry. And sometimes he smokes. We're trying to get him to not do that in the house. What? My grandmom had her cat use the toilet. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I said, I can't buy the buttons for it. He's a pain. Imagine if you have buttons to say things. I know. I have pictures. He will stand there, do his thing. So wait, what? Yeah, today's Facebook ads are gonna be weird. We use the button in my store when a rude customer leaves. We hit it and say a bad word, and we all laugh. My dog is so dumb. She thinks her name is Dung Dog. She thinks her name is Dumb Dog because that's what I call her. I call Lulu Pig. I'm like, hey, Piggy. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-mm. I taught my cat. I think there are litter boxes that go down in the toilet seat ring first, and then you take away the litter box. Yeah. My dog changed the brakes on my truck. That's what I mean. It's just so crazy. My husband had a cat. The neighbor thought his name was Bad Cat. To train. I wanted to train my cat to use toilet. Was afraid of any litter going down the toilet because that stuff turns to rock. Afraid it ruined the pipes. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. Mine uses the bidet, of course, Jim. Jim's cat's always got to be bougier. Like, listen, yours are used to it. Mine uses the bidet. He's French. So, Mary Coat, you're not wrong. This is all starting to sound like a football pool all over again. Stop licking. Stop. I have to seriously Google cats on toilet now. I wouldn't. I'm gonna be honest. That feels like a trap. I just asked my dog to cook dinner. Be like, can you just? I'm so tired. Yep, Jamie, that sounds right. Carmen, that's so crazy. The oldest cat will come and tell me it's time to eat. Pats me. He pats his mouth to signal food. He's doing sign language? I believe that. Oh, Ronnie, I'm sorry to hear that. Hey, Margaret. So funny. My dog has a doorbell to go in and out of the house. Did you see there was a thing? I think it was somebody's Ring doorbell. And it just made the rounds. And it was a dog that had like escaped like during the day. They tried to look for it, couldn't find it. Ends up comes strolling in around 4 a.m, hits the Ring doorbell. And like the little tag underneath it said, when your dog ran away but comes home at 4 a.m, like they coming home from work, like real normal. Like the dog just comes up, rings the doorbell, and just stands there looking around. Just like, yep. Please, lady, get open the door. I can get to bed. I've had a long day. It was so funny. It was so funny. I remember one day, did you ever, I guess I have too many dogs, but did you ever like let your dogs out, but then you only let 2 in and then you go to bed? And then it's like 2 a.m. when you're like, I feel like I hear crying. And I, there's so many dogs and everybody would be like, oh, I have this one. I have this one. I have this one. So I don't like necessarily, I wasn't doing a head count. And so it was just funny that when I woke up, she was like literally at the back door, like just shaking uncontrollably. Why you make me stay down here the whole time? I was like, girl, I didn't know. Yeah, I think that the smartest, and I don't even know if it's the smartest thing. I think it's weird. My dog doesn't pee in the toilet But regardless of what she's eating, she will take it from being on a hardwood floor that's easy to clean and always take it to a carpet to ruin it. I don't know why. I don't know why dogs have to eat on a carpet, but they're like, how do I make this as messy as possible? How can I make it so that these little nuggets that I'm eating there as hard as a rock could just be spread out and just ruin a rug? It's hard for them to grip on the floor. Is that it? I don't know, Jackie. I don't know. But why do they need to grip on the floor when they're eating? Like if I've eaten things, I don't need to grip the floor when it's their giant placemat. Yeah, Diane, I definitely, the only carpet that's out here is the one that they'd always go on. They also have to puke on a carpet. If they're going to have an accident of any kind, they're like, let me do this on the carpet. That's why she put this here. Yeah. I had a neighbor whose dog came to my kitchen door when he smelled my cooking. What about the video where the dog brings a leaf for payment to a street vendor for food? I've never seen that. My grandpa has a cat door and the raccoons are coming in. I was like, nope. And that's why I don't have a doggy door. Yeah. Yeah. It's just a swell throat when she's done. No ball, no potty. That's so funny. So funny. All right. So I have a question. This is a thinking question because I really want to hear. So I was talking with somebody yesterday who was feeling like maybe not feeling motivated, to do anything. And I was saying like, well, that's normal. Lots of people have a hard time being motivated. And I was talking about how to get around my own lack of motivation. Like I've had to really think about like how my mind works. And like, if I'm working by myself, chances are I'm probably not working. I'm probably taking a nap or thinking about wallpaper. If left unattended, will do nothing. And I was saying like a big part of like growing up, maturity, but it was Lulu, is that you got to learn your brain. So like, for instance, like I hate going to the gym. So I started going to the gym with friends because I have accountability. And if somebody calls and says, you got to go, I'm like, are you going? They're like, well, I'm going. If you're going, then we do this weird thing. And I have to put things in place for myself to say like, well, if you could show up for work, then I guess I'll show up for work like that. So my question is, do you consider yourself a motivated person? Like, are you good about like self-motivation or do you get stuck? So you can write either motivated or stuck. And like, what are the things that you do in order to get things done? Yeah, I'm totally unmotivated to organize my house. Stuck, very stuck, not motivated. All right. I'm good at being motivated to take a nap. I get motivated to nap all the time. Yeah, always stuck. Depending on the task. Motivated and stuck depends on the day. Okay. I do clean, but when I'm beyond pissed off, yeah, no, you really need like a kid to like punch you in the face and then you mad clean. Yeah, everybody's saying stuck a lot. And as a result of undiagnosed ADHD, stuck hard to when you live alone. So I set deadlines. I think deadlines are good. So what are some ways that you get around being stuck? I pay someone $40 an hour to help me with my house. All right. So that's a way to do it, is to find somebody to come kind of help you. I think having like people Or someone else to hold me accountable. Exactly. See, Jesse, I'm a fan. I'm stuck, but if I have help or someone else to hold me accountable, I'll do it. I think that that's a real big part of it. I need to be in a time crunch. I work better under pressure. I'm usually very motivated in the morning, but I'm over it by about 11 a.m. Listen, that's not bad. No self-motivation, no self-control. I'm a productive procrastinator. I do all kinds of random things instead of what I need to do. What happened was, this is the best. He's trying to motivate me to clean out the closets. That's a hard pass. I'm good, honey. You think I waited till you were retired to do this together? I didn't. I'll tell you, only because I have spent probably the last 2 years literally going through every closet. But mine was more because of like getting divorced, all the kids moving out. What am I going to do? It was like necessity, boredom. I don't know. I wasn't really doing much other than writing this book. So I was like, let me do this and then I'll go clean this closet. Like I had to like all the parts. I always say I'm going to do so many things, but I never accomplish. Only motivated at home if someone's coming over. What I like to do when I'm stuck is try and get something done every day, at least one thing. If I get more than one thing done, it was a productive day. Yeah, I'm motivated to work out because I do that every day by myself, but stuck on other things. My mind is motivated, but my body is old and stuck. I live in Colorado. I bribe myself with a reward. Amber, I'm a fan. I'm a fan of this because, Tracy said, I host gatherings, so I have to clean my house. That's another one. Maybe if you started like a closet group, that sounds a lot creepier than it should. But like if you said, hey, we're going to have a little party, like it's just a little get together for drinks once a week and pick like 3 to 5 people and be like, we're going to come to your house and we're going to check your closets. Oh my God, that would stress me out so bad. But there'd be drinks. It's called a closet party. It's when your friends come over. You have to have just great drinks and like a meat plate filled with meat cubes. And then you just chat. And then you're like, let's go check your closet. I'm ready. And the other 4 weeks would be great, but your week would come and you'd be like, oh, I'm not ready. And I'm going to tell you, the reality is if you started cleaning out your closets and start doing stuff, the reality is most of it's going to Goodwill. Yeah. Every day my deadline is tomorrow. I'm a procrastinator, but always have the last minute dash to pick up the house before the kids and hubby get home. I curse myself out. I motivate myself to schedule an appointment for a mental health therapist. It's been a long time coming. Do that. I think that's a big part of it. I think that where we are in our head definitely kind of leaks out into how we live. And it's like a egg carton horse. The egg's not in that. There's not an egg in a carton horse. It's an egg, chicken, egg, cart, horse. But you can't mix them. This is definitely a horse egg situation. That is not, can't do it. You got to pick an animal. You got to stick with it. Right, Jim? Jim's going to say something this morning. Looking at you for all the ideas. I'm at the point where I feel like a zombie, just going through the motions, getting dishes and laundry done, and doing things that are asked of me at work. Nothing beyond the bare minimum routine lately. I get that, Trina. Well, I think that there's time for that. I think you got to give yourself some grace. But yeah, you got to, I can't do it that I have to do one room at a time. Anxiety. Yeah. Freaks me out. Having a big Christmas party at the house, so the projects have to get done. I will take one task at a time and just concentrate on the task. When the task is done, I move to the next one. Stops from feeling so overwhelmed. See, Judy, and I think I'm a little bit of the opposite. I take a little bit of what everybody's saying, like if I was going to clean the problem is, and I think we'll all agree, say you want to clean the closet in the back room. Well, the only way to clean it is to empty it out. And when you empty it out, it just makes the room look like it exploded. So then you start moving stuff. You're like, okay, let me put these in bags for Goodwill. But But the key is, as soon as you make a Goodwill bag, you got to bring it to Goodwill that day, because if not, then it just all jams up at your door. It's a whole thing. I'm getting stressed out talking about. But I do say that I feel like my house, I have to be okay with my house getting worse before it gets better. So I feel like for probably a year, I was like, my house isn't supposed to look like this. There is a plan. I'm stuck, but when I want something done, I want it done now. My kids and my husband procrastinate. Yeah, always blame your kids and husband. Yeah. I sometimes have pep talks with myself and say, get up a bit. It's not going to do itself. And then I say, you got this, to myself. Sandra, you're adorable. I love that you slightly berate yourself and cheer yourself on. You're like, bitch, get it together. You're so pretty. My husband goes out of town. I'm a whirlwind. Gonna go get replacement coughing, hoping that kicks in my motivation. I think it helps to have a hobby like writing a book. I bribe myself. I'm good until the couch lures me in. If I could throw away the couch, I would get so much done. That would stress me out, having people come to my house, look at my closets. I would clean them before they came, so that would be that's what I'm saying. That's the whole point, Mary. It's a closet party. And listen, the other 4 weeks you would have a great time because you would just be judging people. It's really just your week that would stink. And if you had 5 people that did it with you, you're like, we're doing 5 weeks of just 5 weeks of drinks. If you were the first one up, it would be a lot. Kendra, we're talking about like cleaning your closets out. I think cleaning your closets, your dressers, just cleaning stuff out is like the best thing you could do. It makes you feel better in a weird way. One thing at a time, Tanya. He should have a show. I sprayed my oven last night, so I have no choice but to clean it today. Did you ever hit? I told you when we moved here, there was an oven here, and I hit the self-clean button because it was so disgusting. I've never hit the button before. If you ever hit the button, if you have like an old oven, it works, but you have to open every window in your house and you have to leave. You can't go far. Like, you should stay on your property so it doesn't blow up. But at the time, there were so many contractors in the house working. It smelled so bad. It was like an atomic bomb had gone. I was so didn't make any sound though. But when you opened it up, it was perfectly clean. I don't know, but it just incinerated everything. I'd never done it before, but yeah, lots of lists. So if you open my closets, there will be an avalanche. Someone will get hurt. If my mind is a mess, my house is a mess, and vice versa. I think I got my chicken before my cart. Yeah, that's what I mean. I know, I'm just catching up with it. Yeah, I know. You got to pick an animal and stick with it. I need to work on my list. I know. Listen, first step, make a list. That's the first step. Make a list of the stuff that you're like, I'm going to try to clean this. My friend has a cleaning lady, and she'd say, I have to go clean because the cleaning lady is coming. That's so funny. There's a service called Pickup. Pickup, please, where you just leave your items on the front door and they come pick it up when you schedule it. Oh, that's good. When you have to go through everything, just move. Oh, Jenny, I can't wait to see you. I know. Lorene said it. My problem is I start finding things, I start reminiscing about them, and then I'm like, oh my gosh, remember when Dean was in grammar school? And next thing you know, you're outside looking for more pictures. There's a picture somewhere. And then it's 5 o'clock. And that's just, I've always blamed my kids, but now they're all moved out. I've learned it's been my husband all along. Listen. Oh. My car's broke down at the moment, but I put all the Goodwill bags in the trunk so they don't clutter or unpack themselves. Girl, you're not wrong. I don't see that, what you're saying, Victoria. So maybe Andrea will get them. They're coming tonight. All right, Jill, good job. I procrastinated, did it last week and took me a half hour. It felt so much better. Not sure why it would be an all-day project. Yeah, I think it depends on how much stuff you have in the closet, honestly. I know. Minimal closets. Trina was like, we don't have them. It's probably a good thing. What if your list is pages long? Well, that's what you don't do, Christine. I think it's always best to like deal with the things first that you can see, so like your kitchen counters, or like I literally went through every cabinet in my kitchen and half the stuff was expired. But it took a couple days. So I started with the ones that like had stuff like falling out of it. And then eventually I realized that I was like, I did all the stuff that I could like see right away that I wanted. And then I was like, well, let me go look at this one. My birthday was 2 weeks ago. I went for a massage. My daughter had the neighbors come over to surprise me. The house was a mess. I was so embarrassed. Jennifer, you belong here. I was recaulking the shower the other day. My husband came in and said, oh, I see the ADD is in full mode today. I'd be like, oh, you mean you saw somebody taking care of this house today? That's another way of saying it. Husband wants our daughter to clean off her nest. She always makes on the couch, but yet he can never put away his tools after he's done something. She is you, dude. Yeah, no, she can't. I won't do that. I'm sharking everything, said Steak. My trunk is currently filled with donations. Girl, you got to get rid of it. You got to get rid of it. You got to leave it today. Separate from it. So you're saying making a list that won't give you more anxiety? No, no, making the list doesn't give me anxiety. Because a lot of times, like I'll make a list. I have like just like a whole like notepad, and I'll make my list. And then I'll like, there was somebody that showed me this a long time ago, and I thought it was really helpful. I don't even know if it's in here. No. So like I get like these are just index cards this size. And I was writing them in a book, which I sometimes will do if it's ongoing things, but like I'll like make a card. And like up here in the top, I'm like, here's what we're doing today. And then everything else over here are things that I want to get done, but they don't move into the today position. But I like to keep track of them so I don't lose them. And then if I get these done, then obviously these are off the list. And then I'll start again the next day and I'll move these over. But I'll make a list every single day. And then that way I can see like, okay, we move this over, move this over. Yeah, I need to do... Yeah, you have to make a list you can actually do, not huge jobs. So that was the thing I think I was always making a list of things for that is today, but that would be overwhelming to me. But he was really all about having short-term goals and then long-term goals and keeping the long-term goals here and then figuring out when you're going to move them over. Like this is a good day for this, or this is a good day for this. So my problem is my mind is going through all the steps to complete one thing that I'm exhausted and I get none of it done. Yeah. Well, I think that all of us tend to do, like, even with the book, it's very funny to me. Like I was, there's certain stories that I haven't written yet. And somebody's like, well, why haven't you written them? I'm like, I think that they're the hardest ones for me to write. So I haven't done it. So I keep doing the ones that are easy, which is fine. At least something's getting done. And then eventually your whole list is just all the hard stuff. You're like, okay, now I have to start doing it. But probably by that point, if you started with the easy ones and started getting the feeling, like Janet just said, you ever put things on your list you've already done? Of course. I could be in the middle of doing it. I'm like, let me just write it down. And there's, okay. Basically amazing. But I think it's just getting into the habit. My son and daughter-in-law moved, and they were packing. And I said, if you don't use it, shark it. They had no idea what I was talking about. Yeah, sharking it's the best. Time of house breaking the eye, but how much you need to do or when to do. So yeah, no, but the people at Goodwill, somebody just said, yeah, the people at the donation store were like, are you moving? They're like, no, this is just all the stuff that was at my house. I wanted to get close on my activity ring the other day for like your iWatch. So I started putting all my laundry away. Basically amazing. Listen, sometimes the bar has to be so low just so you're like, no, that was really good. I did a great job. And I don't know why, but like returning things is like the bane of my existence. Like if I buy something and it doesn't work, I probably won't return it. Does anybody else feel I'm just like, it's just too much? I don't know why. I'm almost motivated to clean out my drawers now, except it depresses me since nothing fits me anymore. Oh, there's that too. I find that an episode of Hoarders really puts me in the mood to clean my house. Oh, I just went through all my books and found pressed roses and money I forgot I stashed. Yes, I can't return anything and I won't try anything on in the store. I know. Bryn, well, a lot of times you can do porch pickups on Facebook Marketplace. So if you decide to gift something, you can gift it and then have it just be a porch pickup and people just pick it up whenever. Yeah. I've gotten better at returning things, because I need the money. So I have worked around it. Can I shark my kids? Yes. If they're over 18, yes. Yeah, episodes of Hoarder make me feel like I'm not that bad. Yeah. See, I'm with you, Jenna. I'm the opposite. I'm like, I don't need to clean around here. I mean, I'm not that. And then I just sit around and shove popcorn in my face. The Buy Nothing Project. Yeah, there's a lot of those. My husband caught me flipping between Hoarders and My 600-Pound Life, and he wanted to know which show I was trying out for. Shut up! Christy, it's different, right? I look like I should have a TV show. Here, I look maybe a little drunk in the morning. But on TikTok, I don't know what it is. And this one has the better light. It's just so crazy on TikTok. My friend returned so much. One store banned her from returning items for 1 year. You can ban someone for returning things? I don't even know what you're saying. So I was on the diabetic shots, men live with. Donated all Big's clothes, clean closets house. Then men wasn't good for my upper and lower GI. Gained 16 pounds back. Now I have no clothes that fit me, depressed. And I said, how stupid. Didn't know you would gain the weight back. Wendy, all right, listen. Here's the good news. You can get some new clothes. You were done with those, Annie. Wendy, those were the old you. Okay, that was old you. So, and that wasn't your fault. So you should get new clothes. Look at it that way. My daughter was banned from Ann Taylor for returning so much merchandise. She returned so much that it took their daily averages down. So they banned her. What are you guys talking about? How does a store ban you? My friend's sister was banned from returning because she was always buying kids' clothes for pictures, then returning them. What are you saying? Most stores have return, especially during the holidays. They do ban influencers people who buy all the clothes, try on, and then return it. I've never heard that you could be banned from returning things. How do you do that? That's really crazy. Retailers do limit returns because there are people who excessively return. When my sister was younger, she'd buy a dress, wear it to a wedding, tuck the tags in, and then return it. They track returns. Target is super strict. It's called returns abuse. They will ask you for your phone number and sign the receipt. There used to be a lady who bought stuff at the Dollar Tree and tried to return them at Walmart. She was told she needed a receipt. She got banned. That's too much work to buy, then have to return that end up in Goodwill bags. What? What? That is really crazy. Walmart and Target track returns without a receipt and block you from returning for a period of time. Here in Montreal, at Giant Tiger, you can only exchange 6 times a year. Okay, you just said a lot of words in that sentence. I don't even understand. What's a giant tiger? 6 times a year? What? Here they ask you for your ID and they try to charge me a restocking fee. Target is not my top choice. What's a giant tiger? And buy and return because I don't know the size of my can't visit you. So you're going to buy returns. Some stores are charging a restocking fee. What? Giant Tiger is a store in Canada. Wedding dresses get returned all the time. The dresses would smell of booze and cigarettes. Wow. Someone tried to return an empty packet of seeds to the Dollar Tree store when the flowers didn't grow. Giant Tiger is a big store that has everything, like a Walmart. Do you guys have Walmart? Yeah, it's like Walmart-ish. We love it. Yeah, I've always wondered why Walmart makes you sign something when you return something. Retailer theft is up 400%. Wow. I don't have that kind of time in my life. Yeah, no, I never heard of a giant tiger. I think the limit here is only for returns without receipts because people will steal and then they return. Oh, that makes sense. But not if you have a receipt. Wow. Yes, I saw that Home Depot is getting a lot of return of dead mums. You're joking. People are returning flowers because they don't grow or because they die because it's the fall. Mums are funny, though. I love mums, but they don't last very long. They last like a week. But I guess part of the allure is having dead mums. I guess. I know. We're going to have a trip to a giant tiger. We're like, guys, it's a trip to a giant tiger. One time at Annie Ann's, someone ate 7/10 of a mini hot dog. 7 of the 10 mini hot dogs, brought them back to say they didn't like them and wanted their money back. They usually don't ban until the returns exceed 40% of your total sales. I've never heard of this. Yeah, mums come back every year, but then you have to trim them back. It's like a lot, Diane. Because I used to not trim them back. I used to just let them grow until they look like a firecracker. They'd be gigantic. Mums can be this big, and they look like a dead firecracker that just exploded and just got stuck like that. You know what I'm talking about? I can identify them because this is all I used to do. Yes. Andrew said they last a month. It's just not long enough. The guy at Target told me there's $100 a year limit for returns without a receipt. Wow. It's so funny. I went to return something recently to excuse me, to the Lowe's. And I had just bought it. Like it was a doorknob or something. And I was like, yeah, here it goes. Here's the card. She's like, yeah, it's not on this card. And I was like, lady. I was like, all right, let me try this card. Give her the other card. No, it's not on that card. I was like, lady, I was just here 2 days ago. It's absolutely on those cards. We go back and forth. She's like, it's not though. And I go, well, you've clearly made a mistake. And I go back and forth for 20 minutes. I'm like, I can't believe. I said, I know where it is. It's in the aisle over there. But the problem is our Lowe's and our Home Depot are fairly next to each other. Oh, there it is. Sorry. Happy birthday to me. They're like not even a mile apart. And about 20 minutes in, I'm about to get on my soapbox. I'm about to stand up. I'm about to tell people, don't shop here. They don't. I had a whole speech ready. I had an outfit change. There was background music and backup dancers. Like I had a whole thing prepared. And then she's like, I'm sorry. It's just, we don't sell that here at Lowe's. And as soon as she said it, I was like, that's right. I bought this at Home Depot. You ever get that? You ever like feel yourself about to like bust up and be like, I'm about to bust out of here. I'm about to give a speech. I'm about to take this whole company down. And then you're like, oh, no, you're right. No, I bought that. I was over by the Chick-fil-A. So I had stopped there. Yeah. Mine was still blooming. I tried to return something to Petrol that I bought at PetSmart. Listen, at any minute, I could lose my mind on a store. So you have to be like real specific. To be real specific about who you're yelling at. Yesterday, I was yelling at the EV company, the charger that I have here. It broke again, second time. So that's in the third unit, and they are giving me the runaround. And he was like, so this is what we're going to do. He was like, listen, I said, I called you a week ago, and you called me back, and then you emailed me when I missed the call, and you said, we tried to reach you, so we're going to close the case. And then I emailed you right back, and I said, call me right now. And that was 6 days ago. He says, well, ma'am, this has already been escalated. This is obviously a top priority. I go, 6 days does not sound like a top priority. It sounds like no priority. And yeah, Michelle, I am done. So we get into a big fight about it. And I said, listen, it is unfortunate that you have picked up this phone. He says, well, let me just put it this way. The person that you were emailing with is Elizabeth. And Elizabeth is our top priority person. She is the top manager here. So, obviously if you are with her, then you will, this is going to get the attention it deserves. I go, well, that's funny because it's been 6 days. I don't know where Elizabeth is, but I'm going to talk to Elizabeth's boss now. And he was like, here's what we're going to do. We're going to escalate it. I go, it can't get escalated anymore. You just said Elizabeth is the top escalator. So I don't want to escalate it anymore. I just want Elizabeth to get on the call. So he goes, let me see if Elizabeth's available. There's a lot of music playing. He comes back. Elizabeth isn't available. I said, okay, well, I'm just going to wait until Elizabeth is. He goes, well, what? I said, I'm just going to wait for Elizabeth. I'm just going to wait for her. Just ignore me. Just pretend I'm sitting outside of her office. Like, I'll just wait. Jeff was here. We were doing some work. I said, I don't really have anywhere to go. And it's been 6 days. So I'll just wait for Elizabeth to get on the phone. He's like, ma'am, here's what we're going to do. I'm just really sorry Elizabeth's not available to talk to you. She's in a meeting. I go, well, I'll just wait till the meeting's over. And he said, we're going back and forth. All of a sudden, an email. He goes, hold on. I just got an email from Elizabeth. I said, you did? That's interesting. He goes, yeah, it turns out we're going to approve it. We're going to approve sending the new charger to you. So you'll get an email on that. So let me know when you get the email. So the email comes through like a minute later. Guess who it's from? Elizabeth. I said, so this email says that you're going to approve it. But he's like, yeah, we just need you to send us the estimate for reinstalling because I was like, I'm not paying to have this reinstalled. So the last time they sent the replacement, they also just spend $400 to reinstall it. So they do it again. So I'm getting a third unit. I said, well, send the $400 to reinstall it. And he goes, well, you have to send us an estimate. I go, well, it's the same estimate as it was last time that we reinstalled it, which was $400. You have that estimate, use that estimate. Well, we can't. That was 4 months ago. I go, it didn't change. It didn't change. Next thing you know, I get this email. It says, hey, we've approved it. We just need to get this estimate from you, updated estimate on the, and I said, well, here's what's so funny. This email came from Elizabeth, from Liz, because we don't have first name basis. It came from Liz. And he was like, okay. I go, well, if Liz has time to send me this email, why can't Liz get on the phone? Well, she's probably at a meeting. I go, well, she can't be in that important of a meeting if she's over here sending me emails. He's like, well, she could have just popped out of a meeting and now, she popped back in. Because there's a lot of popping. Elizabeth pops a lot. Yeah, it's pops, big popper. Okay. So now we're talking some more. And I said, okay, so I want confirmation. I said, I want confirmation that it's going out. I want tracking on it so it can track that it went to the right house. So I write back because my address was wrong. So I write back to Liz in her meeting. And I said, this is the wrong address. This is the correct address. And please confirm you'll be able to use. So him and I are going back and forth. I go, listen. He goes, ma'am, I'm just trying to help you. I go, listen, I'm sorry that you were chosen for this call. And I'm sure this is going to ruin your day because it's ruining mine. And I said, so we're going back and forth. I said, I just think this is ridiculous that Liz can't get on the phone. He goes, Liz is very busy. Boom, ding, another email. I go, look, so crazy. Liz just sent me another email. I said, you keep telling me how busy Liz is. Liz is over here having a full email conversation with me. I said, listen, I don't want to tell you this, but Liz is probably eating all the food in the break room. Liz is doing whatever she wants. Liz is getting a lot of people. Yeah, she's phone shy. Yeah. It's a whole thing. He is Liz. Liz is her. And every time he said, all right, so he says, here's what's going to happen. You're a top priority. We're going to call you. This is what he said. He goes, we're going to call you in 2 days. I said, no. We're not getting on this. We're not going to get off the phone. This is my new thing. I refuse to get off the phone, people. You're going to have to hang up on me. And then I'm going to call back and be like, somebody hung up on me. Like I have now gotten to the point, at least with this company, refuse to get off the phone. And he says, we'll call you in 2 days. I go, it was 6 days ago that we talked. I'm not waiting another 48 hours to get another rando email from Liz who's in a meeting. I'm not doing it. He says, ma'am, I didn't say, because he literally said, we're going to call you in 2 days at the latest. So it'll be by Friday. So when I say to him, I go, I can't believe it's been 6 days. And now you're trying to push me off for another 2 days. He goes, I didn't say you were going to get a call in 2 days. I said you were going to get a call today. He straight up lied. Jeff looked at me. He goes, is he trying to say that he didn't tell you he's going to make you wait 2 days? Because he said you have to wait 2 days. You'll get a call by Friday. That's what he said. And then I said, I'm not doing it. I'm not going to get off this phone with you. You're not going to call me on Friday. He goes, ma'am, you misunderstood me. I said today. Jeff's like, this is the most bogus call I have ever heard in my entire life. I was like, Jeff, this is my life. This is how I spend most of my days. I get off the call with you guys, and then I go and do something. Next thing you know, boom, I'm on a customer service call. And it's so funny. Jason's like, you should record your customer service calls because you have the weirdest customer service calls of anyone that I've ever met. And you make them hilarious. I'm like, they are quite funny. But I won't let you off the phone. He was like, here's what we're going to do. I'm like, no, we're not going to do that. That's not what we're doing. No, I don't like that. That's not what we're going to do. Yeah. And then Friday, Liz will be on fall break. Well, he goes, a lot of our supervisors are going on vacation. And And so that might be why Liz couldn't get back to you. I go, so Liz was on vacation last week. I said, is there someone else that was covering Liz's cases? Like, don't sit here. Don't sit here and tell me Liz went on vacation. She didn't have any coverage. Who was in charge? What? Okay, well, that's what's so crazy. The thing charges, but it's not communicating. There's a whole thing. There's a third party, and it's not communicating with a third party thing. And because of that, it's not telling me the rates that I'm being charged. And I'm supposed to be in a special program. You know, I'm special in a lot of ways. But this special program was part of it, is that if you sign up for this program, because you have chosen to be aware of electricity and carbon emissions, I'm trying to save the world over here. And I'm supposed to I get charged half the rate for electricity at night as everybody else, because I've been on customer service calls for 5 months. It's a shame. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, all the supervisors. But he just kept saying, Liz is our top supervisor. I go, she can't be. She can't be. You guys should rethink this. It's not a good choice. She's not good at this. She goes on vacation too much. She's in meetings. She's sending emails in the middle of them. I don't want to point out the obvious here, but she is not great. She is not great. And yeah. Is Liz on vacation with my health insurance lady? Because I'm getting the runaround. Mm-hmm. Yeah. No, Bob, listen. It's a good program if you can get in it. And even if you get in it, you're not going to stay in it for very long. Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's not the one for this job. Exactly. It was just funny. It's just funny. Well, here's what's so funny, Carol, is it's the same charger that I have at the shore. Not one problem. But for whatever reason, that's the third one. I said, I'm going to tell you right now, if this happens again, you're just going to give me my money back and the money that I paid to install the first one, because I'm done now. I'm just going to go to another company because you were stinky. Other than that, I do love the car. The car's been great. They had a supervisor cruise. Mm-hmm. It's so funny. But I will get on the phone and I will. Yeah. Anyway. All right. Well, we should go. All of us got to go do stuff. So here's the good news. Today is Thursday. Let's say it with confidence. Today is Thursday. And that's good for us. That means it's almost Friday. It means tomorrow we get to have bagels. It's all good. So, no, they don't keep sending me the same one back. I don't know what they're sending to me. I know, Eloise, that's why I'm refusing to pay for anything. I'm refusing to pay for any of it. I'm like, I bought this and the installation was supposed to be covered and I got reimbursed for it. But, you know, the program doesn't keep paying to have broken things installed. It's a whole thing. So, yeah, it's Friday Eve. You didn't even realize it. It's so exciting. Alejandra, refuse to get off the phone. If they're not telling you, got to be nice. You can't be mean. But you got to be like, I'm not gonna. All right, Kyle, I'll look it up. I know, Eloise, you never know. Maybe I'll have another update. We'll see. All right, everybody. Well, listen, have a great day today. And do something fun. It's a little chilly, but still kind of lovely outside. Hopefully everybody has some fun things planned. I'm going to be heading to Michigan tomorrow to Port Huron. So if you're in the area, come on out to a show. We got the whole gang coming out. So we're getting excited for that. And that's it. So just be bopping today, doing some writing, getting some things done here. But like Judy from Saskatoon, good time Andrea say, do something for your nice for yourself or others. And Alejandra, that's nice. And don't forget to go teach your cat how to pee in a toilet. because that's on the table. I'm going to look up how much those buttons are and see if there's any that curse. That'll be fun. All right. Thanks for watching. Have a great day and a blessed day, everybody. I'll see you soon. Bye.
Hey guys, if you enjoyed today's morning show, make sure to follow us for more One Funny Mother content.
Okay, all right. Morse code is tapping.
And check out OneFunnyMotherStore.com for great new inappropriate swag. And for more exclusive content, consider becoming a supporter.
She got a bad leg.
Thanks again, and we'll see you tomorrow on One Funny Morning.
Yeah.